Alright fellas, this is going to be the first battle of 2017 Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, basically. The first battle. And this battle is actually going to be up against a streamer by the name of AceTrainerLiam. And I think this guy also doesn't do tiers either, honestly, because first of all, he didn't tell me what tier he wanted to do, nor did he ask me what tier I wanted to do. So I just brought this team, the one that I used against the Killer Nacho, Nips, and all those other people, and gonna see if I can actually put some work on this team. And yeah, this is the first battle in 2017. I caught him streaming Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire battles. I was like, you know what, let's do it, because I was quite missing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire at the time. But anyways, he's gonna lead off with Hitmonliam, and I'm gonna lead with Cofagrigus, which was an ideal matchup. I was afraid of knockoff from this thing, but he didn't go for it. He just switched out. I go for Will-O-Wisp. It misses, which sucks. Now I'm forced to switch out, which is kind of annoying. I go into Swampert because I feel like, you know what, maybe it's going for Dark Pulse, and he does go for Dark Pulse. I don't have a whole lot of switch-ins for Dark Pulse, honestly. I could switch in Goodra, but those things can carry Ice Beam as well, so yeah. And this is a Life Orb for our Gatier as well, Koba. And I'm going to switch out into Goodra, because I was afraid that this thing might carry Grass Knot. But he doesn't go for Grass Knot, he actually goes for Scald, and I was like, oh, okay. It's a Protean for Gatier, and it goes for Scald. And thankfully I don't get burned, so I'm just going to be able to just take this thing out with a Power Whip after this thing goes for freaking Ice Beam. And I was like, god damn it, why is this thing fast? Well, it is a frog, but still, and Goodra's just a dragon, but still. I was like, and it did a lot too, like look how much that did. That's crazy. And from a Frogadier? It's crazy. Anyways, I do take out the Frogadier though, and now he's gonna go into Milk Ace. And I'm just gonna switch out Goodra because I still feel like I need this thing for something else. I go into Cofagrigus here, and he goes for Power Punch. Doesn't affect me. Now he's forced to switch out because this Miltech is clearly not scrappy. And now he's gonna go into Espeon, which is his Espeon. And I go for Will-O-Wisp, and it just bounced back, and I was like, oh shit. I think here I switch out. Yeah, I switch out into Braviary because I was anticipating a Shadow Ball from this Espeon. And I anticipated correctly because that is in fact what he goes for in this Braviary as I switch it in. As you can see right here, he goes for it, doesn't affect him. He's gonna switch out now, and I'm going to U-turn it because first of all, my Braviary is Scar, so I'm confident I outspeed. And if he switches out, I get some switch initiative, so yeah, it's a win-win for me. So I go for the U-turn, I switch out, and I go into Lucario because he's sending Miltank, and Miltank is a positive. Lucario is a positive matchup against Miltank. And here I predicted him to switch out, so I go for Flash Cannon, but he doesn't switch out, and he goes for Power Punch in the process, which is not good. But seeing how much that did, though, I was like, you know what? I don't even care if I misplayed there. I'm just gonna finish this thing off in an Aura Sphere, and you're gonna love it, man. Or should I say, you're gonna eat it up, goddamn Miltank. Because Miltank is another one of those mons that I just don't like because they're fucking fat as sin. But yeah, I do take this thing out with an Aura Sphere. And yeah, Milk Ace is now down. And now he's just gonna send back Espeon again. And now I'm just gonna hope to god I don't die to a Psychic, because that would actually be misfortunate. And it does, and now Lucario goes down. That is quite melancholy because Lucario just can't stop dying, man. Even when it puts in work, it's just always dying. It's just such a sad life. Anyways, I send in Braviary again because if he switches out again, I'm just gonna U-turn because it's super effective on Espeon. And if he switches out, I get switch initiative as usual. So he's gonna go into Escavalier, and which is the Escavalier, and I'm gonna go into Swampert. And I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks here because he's been switching out quite a lot every time I send in Braviary against his Espeon. So I was like, you know what? If you're gonna keep switching out like that, I'm just gonna set up these rocks, and you're gonna take rocks damage every time you switch out. He goes for Drill Run on my Swampert for some reason, which is weird. And then turns out this Escavalier is freaking Quick Claw. Like, what the fluffin' nutter is this? I'm just going for Scalds here, and I'm surprised he never went for freaking Mega Horn. I was like, what the? Why aren't you going for Mega Horn, bro? That's clearly the better move over Drill Run. I switched into Cophagus because I was thinking, okay, maybe he'll go for it now. But no, he just keeps going for Drill Run. I don't know why he's trying to go for Drill Run. Is he maybe hoping for the crit? I don't think the crit does more than the actual Mega Horn, though, when you combine it with Stab. So, I don't know what was he thinking, honestly. But yeah, I switched in Cophagus. I wanted to see if he carried knockup, but he just switches out. And I was going to try to Will-O-Wisp this thing, but he just, like I said, switch out. And he goes into Espeon, predicts the Will-O-Wisp, and bounces back at me. But it doesn't matter because I'm already burned. And then here, I think here I tried to switch out again to see if he actually wanted to be predictable again and actually go for Shadow Ball again. So I switched in Braviary here. And I think here he predicts me to switch in Braviary, and this time goes for Psychic. And I was like, okay, if he goes for Psychic, he better not do too much. And looking at that damage, it's a 2-shot. So next time I better not try to switch in Braviary, otherwise I lose Braviary. He's going to go into Scavalace again, and I'm just going to, as usual, keep going for the U-turn because the plan remains. Not to mention, again, well, I already mentioned it already, so it doesn't matter. I switch out again from this Scavalace, and I just go into Sharpedo. Now here I was actually making something somewhat of a risky play, because here I was actually banking on being able to take this thing out despite not having Mega Evolved. And thankfully I did take out the Scavalace with Sharpedo. I thought I wasn't going to be able to, but I was just sick of this consistent U-turning shenanigans, so I was just like, you know what, let's go for game here. And then here he goes into Hitmonleam, and I was like, I go for Protect here because I was afraid of him going for Fake Out to activate Normal Gen and then activate Burden as a result. But he just goes for Stone Edge, and I was like, okay, you're going for Stone Edge. That might actually kill Sharpedo. So here I figured, you know what, YOLO, let's go for game. We're going to Mega Evolve with Sharpedo because I'm at +2 speed now. And I gotta just hope to goodness sake that I can actually take this Waterfall. Take this Hitmonleam out with Waterfall, considering it's Stab. Hitmonleam's defense is bad. I do take out the Hitmonleam. And I was like, oh my god, goodness. Thank goodness. And now he's going to go into Megatron. And this is why I needed that +2 speed. Because if this thing gets Protects, he would just beat me. But here I go for Crunch. And he Protects and I can't hit it. He gets a speed boost up. But he doesn't go for Protect again. And even if he got it again, yeah, and Mega's base speed is 95 and Mega Sharpedo's is 105, so I would have outsped it regardless. So yeah, unless he got a third Protect off, there's no way he can outspeed my Mega Sharpedo. So yeah, and now his last Pokemon is Espeon, and I'm just gonna finish this thing off with Sharpedo, and with another Crunch. And how do you like that? I actually finally got a Mega Sharpedo sweep. That is clean. I actually been waiting for this, a legit Mega Sharpedo sweep. Never did I think I was gonna get that, and of course I would get it in 2017, because this was actually a battle that I got from AceTrainerLiam when he was streaming. He was still streaming Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire battles. In fact, I think that was the last stream where he was doing it too. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can win a raffle here for the battle, and I did get the battle. So I was like, wow. And then I got this clean ass Sharpedo sweep. Not even bad. But yeah, that's gonna be the whole game, and good game to AceTrainerLiam if he even notices this. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we're very close to the end of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because now I just need 2 more battles, and hopefully you all stay tuned, because now that means after these 2 battles I'll be able to start showcasing Sun and Moon battles. But yeah, but for now, take it easy and have a good one.